If you don't know, now you know. We should never get comfortable at tables that we do not own. We should never get comfortable at tables that we do not own. This is the era. This is a new era. This is a new era for us to start building wealth for ourselves. Let's start building wealth for our children. Let's start building wealth for our children's children. We are creating generational wealth. And when I say that God has been exposing this world, exposing the truth, they have no choice but to tell us the truth, and everything is unraveling. So keep your eyes open. Look at things through your spiritual lenses. Stop looking at things on the surface. Stop listening to conversations on the surface. When I say that God is exposing the truth, get this knowledge. Let it sink in. Let it be embedded in your mind because God is teaching you something. He's teaching all of us something. And my people, we have never been on the top. This is our time. So when I say that God is creating a new world, God is creating a new world. So when I say let's get it, let's run it up. Let's run it up for ourselves. Let's run it up for our children. Let's run it up for our grandchildren. Let's create generational wealth. This is our time to gain knowledge. We've been through so much as people. Our history literally tells it all. And when I say that God is putting things in place in order for us to grow, not only will we grow financially, but God is helping us grow spiritually. God is helping us grow mentally. It's not always about finances. Yes, God is going to set you up. He's going to set you up to the point that you are going to be set up for life. So when I say that God is introducing a new world, mark my words. When I say God is introducing a new world, He's exposing things for what it is. He's exposing this world for what it is. He's exposing the truth for a reason. And I promise you, you need to get a notebook and you need to take notes. It is the time for us to build wealth, not only for ourselves, but for our children and for the people around us. Every single person on this earth was placed here to open doors for other people. We're supposed to be a helping hand. We're supposed to help one another. We're supposed to help others build wealth. So many people want to gatekeep. It's not about gatekeeping. God did not place you on this earth to keep everything to yourself, but individuals have become so greedy, leaving other people in poverty. And I promise you, it's not going to end well for you. So when I say that God is going to hand you what you deserve, I promise you, you're going to get everything that you deserve. Because life is not about being selfish. God is not a selfish God. God is never going to be a selfish God. He loves you no matter what and loves you unconditionally. God placed you here to help other people, not for you just to think about yourself. Keep all the money to yourself. Keep all the resources to yourself. You don't want to share the knowledge. Knowledge is power, and it's not just a cliche. Knowledge is truly power. It's not even about how much money you have. So when people tell you to network and talk to other people and do this and do that, it's for a reason. And when I say that God has been exposing so many things on this earth, you need to go get a notebook and take notes. Because we are in the era where things are about to change. This world is going to be no longer the same. It will never be the same. God wants all of his people to succeed, to be happy. to be financially wealthy, to be happy, to be at peace. That's the world that God is creating. So if you don't jump on the bandwagon, I promise you, you will be left behind, because not everybody is going to survive. It just is what it is. That's just part of life. You either move or you get left behind. So it is the time for us to start building wealth. It is the time for us to soak in all of this knowledge, learn about trust funds, learn about how you can help your children when you are gone. Not having other people come in and steal things from your family that already could have been set in place. There's so many people on social media and the news and the newspaper on vlogs and podcasts giving you so much knowledge. Learn about trust funds. Learn about uh, LLCs. Learn about starting a business. Learn about being an entrepreneur so you can pass something down to your kids. Teach them about the business. Keep it in the family, because that's what they do. That's what the other people do. So when I say that I need my people to start standing up, I need my people to start standing up, and let's make this money. Let's run it up. Let's help one another. Let's build wealth. We are in a new era, and this era is about building yourself in every aspect of your life. And I'm not just talking about financially. Yes, I'm talking about financially, but I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. It is a new day and age, and you got to wake up and stop being on the surface about everything. Start building wealth for yourself, for your children, for your grandchildren. Let's run it up like everyone else does, because my people, we don't come through for each other. We don't support each other. And you wonder why we are failing. We have to make moves as a whole, because half is not going to do it. We need to stand up for each other. We need to be there for one another. Start sharing the knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge will always be power. Without the knowledge, you have nothing, because money is not going to get you in every door. It may open some, but it will not open all. And trust and believe me when I say that is a fact. No matter how much money you have, that is still not going to get you to where God is trying to place you. Money is just not going to do it. It takes a whole lot more than money. Money does not make you happy, because you have people that have money that literally will trade it all. So when I say that God is doing something new, this has always been in the works. And God's plan is always going to succeed no matter what they try to do. They can never stop God. They can never stop the Creator. He sees the left, the right, up, down. What they do in the dark must come to light. It is a new world. Build wealth. Let's do it. Let's run it up, because this is our time. The transfer is in process. Don't let the wealth pass you by. And I'm not just talking about financially, because we are on a whole nother level at this point. So if you don't know, now you know.